until now has been extremely elite. It has been information that has been reserved to a certain group of people for a few reasons. For number one of the reasons that it's been reserved is because most people could not ordinarily and traditionally afford it. They could not afford to participate. So normally when you are trading inside of the market, 20 millions of dollars, you needed to have $3 million in a live broker account to even have access to this world. Well, because of technology and innovation, you no longer need that type of capital to participate. So what that did is it really opened up the doors for so many more people to actually simply learn a skill. As technology began to advance more and more, now you can actually trade from your cell phone with as little as $10 in a broker account. So what that did is it really evened the playing field majorly. So our company that we're going to talk about tonight has partnered with a company called I Am Mastery that has really just done something very significant, very, very unique in a perfect time. I'm so grateful that when this wasn't popular, when it wasn't common, when nobody was having this conversation, God led me here. He led me here to meet a gentleman by the name of Christopher Terry, who is the CEO of this company. And I really fell in love with his vision. A vision to impact the people, to take Wall Street to Main Street. He and his wife have done incredible things themselves outside of this company, which also really made me feel comfortable from a business perspective. You know, this is a couple who have already created a massive amount of wealth with what they've already done. Now, Christopher Terry has about 30 years of experience trading in the Forex market. He is someone that is highly sought after in the trading space. He is someone that has been featured in tons of magazines and have done a lot of different shows and talks where people would actually spend tens of thousands of dollars just to access him for a weekend session. This is the type of space that we're in, just so that we can set the tone and set the bar. And so when I think about traditional education, like your traditional universities where people spend $20,000, $30,000 a year, people were willing to spend that kind of money for a weekend session to learn what this guy knew. His wife, Isis De La Torre, she has had executive roles on Wall Street and done a phenomenal job. Just an extremely, extremely wise woman, way ahead of her time. And so they decided to come together and develop a way that they could bring something that wealthy people had had access to for many years to the masses of people. So I fell in love with their heart. And it's just amazing that right now, 4 years later, so many people from millennials to baby boomers are saying yes to Forex. They're learning how to trade inside of this $1 trillion daily market. They're developing a skill set that no one could ever take away from them. You have the parents of high school kids' parents are saying, you know what? Some of the kids may not necessarily feel like college is for them traditionally, but the parents want them to do something. Kids are graduating right now. A lot of parents are actually considering encouraging their children to do this. Why? Because when you hit a price point that it costs to learn this skill, it's just amazing. It just makes sense. So with that being said, we have an amazing educational platform that teaches you the ins and outs of the market. It teaches you the basics of what Forex is. Let me give you a sneak peek behind the scene. I love doing this because I believe when this happens, it starts to make a lot more sense for people to just see some of the tools that we have. Now, what I'm going to show you right now, before I pull that up, pulled up already. I want to show this to you first, though, just so you can kind of see behind the scenes here. So what you have here is a Mastery Academy. We have our different academies that we provide to you here that really focuses on Forex in multiple different languages, high frequency Forex, which is your binary options, your digital currency academy, as well as something that's coming soon, which is your ECX, which is your e-commerce. It's what we provide in this space is ways that you can make money online, period. It just shows you how to leverage the internet to become profitable from the comfort of your home, leveraging technology and innovation. We even show you how to have a home-based business with our IBO Academy. That is just amazing. And then when I go into the strategies, we have multiple strategies to choose from. Now, what you're looking at right here is multiple multi-million-dollar banking software, especially my favorite. But I just want to show you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 different products. And even in one of the products specifically, you have several different strategies inside of this one product. Now I'm going to go a little bit deeper. And I know as I do, I don't want to lose anybody. Just know that when you become a part of Rich University, you learn how to speak the wealth language. The reality of it is that many of us did not know the wealth language before we were introduced. And now that we're on board and we're a part, we're able to understand things that did not make sense to us. When I looked at tools like this, I saw something that really made me uncomfortable. I was like, okay, what the heck is this? You know, what am I looking at here? All of these lines and charts and graphs, it looks like an EKG, it looks like Japanese geometry, but now, you know, I see something very, very beautiful. I see patterns that are showing me that history is simply repeating itself. And these tools, when you learn how to effectively use the tools, it simply just has money for you in the market. So this tool alone has several different strategies already embedded in to this one tool. Now let's go to my favorite tool here, which is the harmonics. This tool is our proprietary tool here, proprietary product to this company, flagship product with this company. And once again, when I first saw it, yeah, I was like, girl, I don't know what you got me looking at right now, but honey, no. Give me something marketing or branding or beauty. But when I tell you right now that this tool is amazing, this is the Harmonics tool, and it is a multi-million-dollar banking software. What this tool does is it provides us with all the answers to the test. When you become a part of Rich University, you'll download what I like to call the Cash App from my girl, Latasha, the boss chick. She said that today. I said, you know what, honey? I like the way that sounds. I'm not just talking about that regular Cash App that some of y'all talking about. No, the Cash App that most people have on their phone allows you to, you know, get money in and give money out based on the money you already have. This Cash App allows you to multiply your money. Yes. When you download our money app, it allows you to take the information from this tool here that's exclusive. You can't get the harmonic scanner unless you have a subscription. You have to be a part of our community to access this. And so this gives you the answers to the test. It tells you the ABCs. If you write this down on your paper right now, you'll learn how to use the scanner in the next few minutes, literally. If you write down ABCs, 1, 2, 3, shapes and colors, literally. ABCs, 1, 2, 3, shapes and colors. If you write that down to the left, I could give you the answers to the right. And inside of our Cash App, our money app, we basically allow you to input the answers from the scanner, the harmonics product, into that app. So your ABCs tells you right here, you are going to be trading these ABCs, GBP AUD. That stands for Great British Pound Australian Dollar. Look at already you learning how to speak well. Baby, I'm bilingual, okay? I speak English and wealth. Hello? Yes. So Great British Pound AUD is what the currency pair is. I didn't have to figure it out. I don't have to know what it is. I don't have to have any Great British Pound or Australian dollar to trade this pair. The only thing that I need is a cell phone and internet to make money off of what this product, multi-million-dollar banking product, is telling me to do. So when you learn how to successfully use this tool is really doing the work for you. Your ABCs tells you the currency pair that you're trading. Your 1, 2, 3s are right here on the side. It tells you where you're going to enter the market. It even provides a color code for you, a green line, okay, which is your entry point. The D represents your entry point, right? What we know is, write this down for those of you who say, I just want to understand more. When you're done with this call, you need to be saying, I'm ready to make a decision. I'm preparing for you right now. I'm giving you the information to make a decision. I'm giving you the information so that you don't become indecisive, but that you just make a decision and decide that this is what you need to be doing. We buy when the market is low. Write that down. Buy when the market is low, and we sell when the market is high. So you can write buy low and sell high. Buy low and sell high. Buy low and sell high. This is elementary arithmetic. If you know the basics, you can succeed in this. So what happens is many times we tell ourselves when we first see this product that it's hard. But when you have just a few moments to learn how to use it, you feel so smart. And you realize, wait a minute, it's not hard at all. So buy low, sell high. So now it tells me the 1, 2, 3s on the side. It tells me my entry. It gives me an alphabet here, and it gives me the 1, 2, 3s. What does it say? It says 1.849221. I don't have to know why they called that number in the beginning. I don't care. In the beginning, I simply want to be able to utilize the expertise of this tool in this system to make money, right? So it told me the currency pair, which is my ABCs. Now it told me my entry point, which is my 1, 2, 3s. Now it's going to tell me where to take my profit at. Come on, somebody. All you need to do is know your ABCs and your 1, 2, 3s. And so far, you guys are, I know you're following me right now. So it told you to enter the market at 1.849. I only know it. I sound like I know everything, but I only know it because it told it to me. 1.8492213. If you could read the numbers, if you could read those numbers, you could put it in. And all I had to do was decide what my risk tolerance was. We have something called risk management. So what that simply means is everybody has a risk tolerance. When you know what your risk tolerance is, you determine if you are a TP1 type person, TP2 or TP3, right? What this tool is showing us right now is they called this trade right here. And it went all the way up, bam, and it crossed TP1. Already the people who would have chosen TP1 as their risk tolerance, guess what, baby? Cha-ching, you just got paid. Cha-ching, you just got paid. You will put dollar signs in. This is what you'll be talking about, blue skies. This is what you will be saying, cha-ching. This is what you'll be saying, I just took my profit. This is what you will be celebrating. Why? Not because you was an expert, but simply because you learned how to use, first of all, because you had access. Because you had access first. And then number 2, because you learned how to use a multi-million-dollar banking software. So it told us ABCs over here, 1, 2, 3s, enter the trade here, get out here. You could have been cooking, you could have been traveling, you could have been sleeping. When you put these numbers in, 1.854846, guess what? Bam! Automatically would have took you out of that trade. You would have had to done anything at all. There would have been nothing that you would needed to do. When you first enter this trade, you put in the ABCs, Great British Pound, AUD, bam, you press it. You put these numbers in and enter the trade. You put in your take profit 1 or whatever one you would have chosen. And as soon as the market would have hit that price, it would have taken you out of the trade. Now, when we talk about the shapes, we're talking about this yellow pattern right here. And you don't have to get overwhelmed by this pattern. You don't know what this pattern is. It doesn't matter. We call it a butterfly pattern. It tells us the pattern here. This software has done the work for us. It's done the work for us. So the shape simply shows us the reflection of history. It says that history repeats itself. And when this pattern happens in a market, when this happens, this usually happens. So this tool is about 87% accurate. It's 87% accurate. And so with its accuracy is now allowing you to benefit from the moves of this market. So ABCs, 1, 2, 3 shapes, and then the colors. These colors right here are both red and blue. As you can see, when they're mostly red, the market is going down. When it's mostly blue, it's going up. Mostly red going down, mostly blue going up. So the colors show you the direction that the market is going in. Guys, when I tell you right now, I took less than 5 minutes to show you how to successfully use a multi-million-dollar banking software, the type of tools that the banks that you bank with right now are using. Those type of tools, your Wells Fargo's, your Bank of America's are using the type of tools that I just showed you to trade your money. So when I told you that you're already participating in the market, there's a few ways that you are. You're participating in the market every time you travel. You're participating in the market every time you spend money internationally. You're participating in the market when you put your money in the bank, because they're going to go ahead and trade that for you and give you at the end of the year, perhaps 0.01%. So what I want to do right now is I have a young lady that's on that I'm really excited about. She's just doing really big things, period, inside of her life. She's really helping a lot of people. She has a few production companies in Las Vegas, in Los Angeles, and preparing to have one here in Atlanta. She's a recording artist, woman of God that's really making some big things happen. And one of the things that I'm really impressed about with her story is how she didn't have to learn everything before she said yes. She don't know everything, but she knows she's supposed to be here. And some of you that's watching, you know, you don't know everything, but you know you're supposed to make a move. And I challenge you to trust that and move into it and connect with whoever invited you. So what I want to do right now is bring to the floor Miss Lyric, that is out of Las Vegas. What's up? What's up? What's up, honey? How you doing?
I'm good. I am blessed and highly favored. Cannot complain. At least I'm well.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Thank you so much for being on with us. Welcome to the Rich University family. We're so happy to have you here. I know you're doing a lot behind the scenes. Yes, girl. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, we got to get you your rich gear, your rich merch and everything. So you already for everything that you're doing. Talk a little bit about this space and why you decided to partner with Rich University. I know you're extremely new, but I know that there was something that just was pressing your heart for you to make the decision. Let's just hear from you and talk about some of the plans that you have to really take this out to more people.
All right, well, definitely. My reasoning for saying yes to Forex mostly was God. It's something that had been put on my spirit. China, I've been, following you when we worked together on other things. And I came to Atlanta to tell you about everything that I was doing with the TV show and all of that good stuff. And I was intrigued. I'm like, yo, you've been stuck on Forex for a minute, So, I mean, one thing I know about you is you don't never put your energy or waste your time. You are always a go-getter. You're always about blessing God's people. So, when as a leader, I look up to, women like you that, have consistently, done that. And that's one thing I can say is years you have been, about that life. So I was like, okay, so I want to get my money right. So I'm not happy to have issues. When the corona thing, I felt things coming in the spirit, and that's when I initially reached out to you about, getting into finances, because that has not been my thing. I don't know anything about it. And when I reached out to you, I said the same. I know I'm supposed to be doing it. You're going to have to teach me how to do it. I know I'm a good leader. Just show me how to lead like you lead, because, you're a great leader. And that's what it's about for me, is being able to help people be financially free and, and know that you can start from not knowing, but with the right type of coaching, right, that you can go to your next level. So I'm always about advancing and learning more, especially with, the movement.
Wow, that's so good. You said a mouthful with that, because I think so many people feel like they have to have all the answers before they can decide. And what you said, just as being a woman of God and knowing your lane and being really savvy in your areas, that this was particularly your area, but you, because of the relationship, that's that relationship again, guys, because of the relationship, you were able to say, that don't have to be my area. For me to know that I could get in alignment with somebody and learn that and develop in wealth strategies. And that's just amazing. I believe more and more people are open now because they, for number one, have time and they're seeing more. Some people wasn't exposed as much because maybe they were always working and always running. And now so much has changed in people's life that they didn't even realize, wait a minute, like all this was going on around me. So what are some of the things that your vision, what do you envision doing with Rich University in Las Vegas and just on the West Coast? I know we talk a lot about, you always have a great vision and you move on it so quick. Like you remind me of myself with that. Like you don't take no time. Like it don't matter who's supporting it and who's on board. When God drop it in, it's already fruition. So what talk a little bit about that.
Right. When God, all I can say is when God gives you vision, He will provide the provision. So I am a firm believer in that, and somebody that has to walk that walk. I'm just one of those people that, hey, we go get it. We have to, because who's going to get it for us? So the vision that I have, for, Rich University and, with, coming into the family is I have a movement called She Empowerment, which shines the light on women with stories of, she power, who have overcome struggles, who are successful. And, and I have people from all different walks of life. So what the vision of She Empowerment is to bring all different women together that are successful and, that have overcome everything, and to, pretty much equip us to be better business women, better mothers, better sisters, better friends, just better people as a whole. Have, I lost 50 pounds, better bodies. You have to be, in your best shape, and especially now. With everything that's going on in the world, I believe that it's entirely, that we are whole. Yes. And if you think that, and one thing that I say about Christians, I'm going to have to go ahead and keep it 100 because I am one, so I get to say it. It's like being family, When you're family, you get to say what needs to be said. Yes. Sometimes we put too much on God and we expect God to do everything, yet we don't do our due diligence. The word says faith without works are dead. So if I want to be a millionaire and I want to be financially free, my money is not for me. My money is to give that to God's people. That's my calling. So I don't have a problem with it. I've been doing it forever, but at the same time, I don't want to struggle trying to help people. Right. So my goal was to ask God to provide something supernaturally. And I believe that this is that provision. I believe that this is exactly what God gave me to be able to, number one, level up for myself and prepare for my baby so that she don't have to struggle, and to show other people, because that's the type of person I am. What I do, you can do. God has no respect of person, so I'm not a hater, never been. I'll show you how to get this bread too. Let's do it.
I know that's right. I love it. I just love linking up with like-minded, especially women. Men, we welcome you. You guys have been really dominating in this space. And I just believe, for me, when you empower that woman, you empower communities and nations. And because our vision is about impacting nations and generations, that's what a woman, nations and generations, when you empower that woman, she's going to empower her children. She's going to empower her communities. And I believe now is the time that we start to have these wealth conversations, and then we give ourselves permission to participate in the wealth accumulation that's happening right now. Because there's some people right now that actually have a little bit more money in their bank account and they don't know what to do with it. There's some people that find themselves, as bad as this situation is, they found a blessing in the midst of what's going on right now. They found the blessing in the midst of what's going on right now, and they didn't even expect that. And I believe now is the time, and I talked about this on my live, to be very intentional people. We got to be VIP, very intentional people, intentional with who you spend your time with, intentional with where you spend your time at, intentional with what you're doing with your time. Because right now, this is what I believe what the internet boom was in 2000, or as they prepare for the boom. This industry hasn't boomed yet. It's already a $6.7 trillion industry. And so I believe, Lyric, just to have access to this space that was reserved for those billion-dollar boys, the hidden wealth secrets. I believe right now that we're living in such a biblical time. So I'm excited about Las Vegas. I'm excited. Yes, it's like, you know what?
The wealth of the wicked is laid up for us, honey. You are absolutely
right. Yes.
If we do not, seriously, if, us, as believers do not believe what the word says, then we get what we believe, so a man thinketh, so is he. We have to wake up with winning attitudes. We have to wake up, we can't just pray and that's it. You know what I'm saying? We have to take action. And when things like this come into our plate, it's not coming across. So whoever's watching this right now, and you might be on the fence, straddling, probably like how I was, like how long, what is this, all of that good stuff. We're gonna have to make a decision. As my dad say, barbecue or meal food. You need to figure it out and make a decision, and don't be scared about it, especially if you've been led to it. If you've been led here, then go ahead and do your due diligence to make sure that you're educated, but win, because it's your time. That's what I'm telling. That's the word that God gave me in this whole season. It's time to win if you want to be a winner. Period.
It's time to win if you want to be a winner. It's not later, it's now. We're in the now season. Listen, guys, here's what blew my mind. When I found out, because I've invested a lot of money in my education and personal development. I'm just really, really big on paying to be in certain environments, right? And I've invested a lot of money just for a weekend session for an empowerment conference, maybe with John C. Maxwell or with Magic Johnson or with Erica Marina Worre, or just a lot of money with Dr. Miles Monroe, one of my greatest mentors. I paid for that because I wanted to invest in being in those circles, right? And when I thought about what they provided here, guys, we're talking about $234 one time to have access to this industry, to have access to this curriculum, to have access to hundreds of videos, hundreds of educators, multi-million-dollar banking software for $234. I'm just being honest with you, Lyric. That's like some bundles. I'm just saying this.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
some bundles.
Here last, girl, this girl, I just got out of the rain. You know what kind of day I've been having.
Right.
Out of the rain this year, about 4 years old. So I'm trying to tell you, when quality is quality,
So that's what I'm saying. People will spend money to look good and still not, you spend money on your head, but nothing in your head. I'm just saying it's time to start investing in here so that you can continue to multiply, to have that life that you not only desire, but the life that you deserve. And then that takes us to this point here. What are the goals that you're setting so that you understand that you deserve more? Right? What are the people in the conversations that you have, and what are y'all talking about? Because when you start to get around people who are leveling up, you realize that you deserve more. You want to get around people who are going to show you that you deserve more, so that you realize, wait, I shouldn't really, wait a minute, this ain't normal no more. Because depending on who you are around, you start to believe certain stuff is normal. That's not really normal. And that's why it's really, really important to get around people that force you to level up. And in the beginning, sometimes it's uncomfortable. We talk about this, that when you start to grow into leadership and develop into the next version of you, in the beginning, sometimes you be offended by things. You become offended because your whole life, you didn't know something was wrong with that until you saw something else. Right? And so that's why it's important to show that, to go into that, so that your children could see something else. So I'm grateful for your Yes to Forex lyric. I'm excited about Las Vegas, honey.
Yes.
I'm excited about your production.
Honey, because lyric don't listen, my businesses are in California, in Las Vegas, you know, however, I'm everywhere, but every time I step foot on any soil, you know, I am my brand. So what I do, I take with me. So I don't know where I go. Everywhere I go, we go.
Absolutely. I'm excited. I'm so excited about it. I'm excited about the connection. I'm looking forward to some really, really big things. There's so many untapped markets that we get to just expose so many more people to, doing some virtual conferences. Stay tuned for that. Some offline conferences when the world open back up. Stay tuned for that. It's just winning season. So thank you so much, Lyric, for your yes. I'm looking forward to helping you launch your business, explode your business, and go and get some more men and women inside of this space to teach them how they could turn their cell phone into an asset and not a liability. So yes. So with that being said, listen, what it takes to get started is very, very simple. All you simply need to do for number one is get back to the person that invited you. Tell them that you're ready to go. You're ready to get started. $234 gives you access. $174 a month is your monthly subscription. We have a scholarship that waives that $174 a month, which allows it to be free for you when you refer two customers, two and free. You refer two people and your subscription is free. So with that being said, we put you in a winning position to go to the next level, to grow to the next level inside of our community. We got some big things. We even talk about Tokyo, China. We even talk about the nightclub, but we have amazing community activities that allow you to win really, really big inside of this space. It allows you to do some really, really big things with allowing you to learn and earn at the same time. If you're making some money with Tokyo, China, go ahead and drop some threes in the chat. If you get paid on the nightclub, go ahead and drop some twos in the chat, because you know y'all about to get tipsy right now in the next 30 minutes. So with that being said, guys, get back with the person that invited you to the call. Let them know what you like most about what you heard. Do not hesitate. We provide the education. You're not supposed to know everything. If you were supposed to know everything, you will already be wealthy. We're teaching you a wealth language. Get in position right now. Get started with us and let us help you to grow and win inside of this space. Thanks so much again, Lyric, for being on. Welcome to the family. God bless you. Bye, everybody.
Wow, wow, wow. Absolutely amazing. Guys, there you have it. I'm super excited and fired up about the information that you guys just heard. My name is LaTasha Wilson, the Boss Chick. Get with me if you like what you heard. If you want more information, guys, go to my website, sayyesandwin.com. Let me put it up here for you because I want to make sure that you are very informed about how we're making money and how you too can join in and make your money multiply. Yes, we're talking about the foreign currency market where you don't even have to leave home. You don't have to travel outside of the country like they said. Guys, we're going to show you how to take your cell phone and turn pennies into dollars, dollars into hundreds and thousands right from your cell phone. So is your phone a liability or is it an asset? Are you paying bills with your cell phone? Or is your phone just a bill? Let's level up. I'm LaTasha Wilson, the Boss Chick. Let's connect, and I will show you the tools that you can use. God bless. Have a good night, everyone.